Well, I've been hoping to head up to northern Quebec and up to Labrador this week, starting this week, but the weather up there is a little too cold yet. There's still snow around, at least at night it's below freezing. And then I thought I'd go out west up to Yellowknife and across northern Alberta, but northern Alberta's on fire. So I'm going to have to belay those plans for a little while, put them off for a while. And instead I'm going to go for a little 2-day jaunt on the Pickaxe Loop again. This time taking the mighty Eldorado, and see how we do there. Should be fun. This is where I had to stop last time because the road was covered in snow. No winter maintenance. But not this time. The road looks to be in great condition. It's amazing how much difference having no moisture in the road surface makes. It's actually a little harder to ride on than when it's really soggy. Or maybe it's just the difference between having, you know, a 1960s Panther and 1970s Motor Guzzi. This is all new territory now. There's something wonderful about being out and about on an old bike, riding on quiet back roads, threading your way through the countryside. There's no need for speed, no other vehicles to worry about or push you along. I can stop whenever and wherever I like. It's actually a bit hypnotic, watching the trees flicker by as I keep my eyes on the road surface ahead, looking out for potholes and loose patches. The mellow clatter of the bike, a constant companion. I'd been noticing some trilliums growing in patches of sunlight in the woods. So I stopped briefly to take a look. They're Ontario's official flower, and quite common in the spring. I won't pretend it was my only reason, but when you're a gentleman of a certain age, well, you can guess the rest. There's absolutely nothing tricky about riding roads like this, and perhaps that's why I like it so much. Keep the hands loose on the handlebars so they can dance around a bit. Keep an eye out for any obstructions. Keep the speed under control and your backside in the seat. There's absolutely no need to stand on the pegs, and there's nobody around to tell you what a wonderful rider you are if you do. If you've ever wondered how people film themselves riding, it's like this. Set the tripod up and set the camera going. Get your helmet back on before the black flies tear too many holes in you. Then ride out a camera shot, turn around and ride back. Do it in a couple of directions just to be sure. Yeah, it's a pain for a few seconds of video, but it does help to break up the tedium of all those views across the handlebars. By this point in the ride, I'd been rolling along for a few hours and seen absolutely no other vehicles. That in itself is a wonderful thing, but it lulls you into a false sense of security. One thing I've learned on roads like this: never take anything for granted. The truck was a bit of a surprise, but fortunately we were both paying attention. However, I certainly wasn't expecting it to be followed by the car so soon after. You may have noticed that my phone was on the handlebars. I was using GPS mapping software called Memory Map to guide me along the Pickaxe Loop GPX track. The phone had been completely secure over numerous rough spots, without showing the slightest inclination to jump off. But after lunch in Killaloe, I'd replaced the phone in its holder and was just getting back up to speed on the next leg of the trip when it made a getaway and smashed to the ground. Since I was relying on the GPX track and didn't have any paper backup, I no longer had a route to follow. I could have just tried to logic it out, I suppose, but I was so annoyed with myself for destroying my phone that I just pointed the Eldorado in the direction of home. Oh well, another day. I still have a good chunk of the route left to explore. I'll just have to head back up there once I have a new phone and have drawn some backup lines on a road map. We live and learn. Please like, subscribe, and if you'd like to contribute to the channel, please consider my books in paperback, digital and audiobook formats. The digital versions are about the same price as a cup of coffee, and the paperbacks don't cost much more. Check out Amazon and Audible by searching for Nick Adams Motorcycle. Thanks for watching.